Well, John, you've got a nice sort of, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks to look forward to in the UAE.
Yes, very much so. Really looking forward to getting out to the UAE with the England Lions group and just being a part of the group really. I haven't really met or played with many of the guys in the group, so being around the environment I think will be very exciting, and for my cricket a huge step forward really.
Yeah, it's a bit of a delayed sort of meet-up, isn't it? Because you were supposed to be doing something like this a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I suppose those type of things happen. It would have obviously been nice to have been part of that T20 squad, which I was selected in, but things happen, and I suppose everything happens for a reason at the end of the day. Just happy to be fully fit at the moment, and hopefully someday I get an opportunity again with the England team, but yeah, the Lions are priority at the moment, and just enjoy that.
It was a side issue, wasn't it, that means you had to sort of withdraw from that England T20 squad. How is it? Because it kept you out for the rest of the summer, didn't it?
Yeah, so it was my side strain. I got that during the 100, obviously. But yeah, so I missed the rest of the season. Bit cautious on that front, but been fully fit now for just over a month and back to bowling 100% intensity. So fully fit and raring to go, really.
What a whirlwind week that was, because when it was announced you'd reached, you'd got into that squad, only for a few days later to have to withdraw. Just what was the emotions like during that week?
Yeah, it was an unbelievable week. Definitely wouldn't have ever seen that coming a day before, let alone at the start of the season. Emotionally, I think it took a while for me to really realize what happened. Firstly, being selected, and then secondly, obviously missing out on that team. I think it probably took me a good few weeks to realize that watching the series on TV I actually found quite tough, to be honest. But yeah, it was an unbelievable few days and something that I'll probably look back on with fond memories.
Everything seems to have raced forward so quickly for you. Your T20 debut, I know you made your championship debut as well, but T20 debut, 70 days later, you were then announced in the England squad. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is actually. I was reading an article, I don't know when I was reading it, but they were basically just mentioning my whole timeline this year, and as you say, it's been ridiculously quick. And trying to, I think, just come to terms with how quick it's been and just stay level-headed and kind of just enjoy everything as it comes. It's been a challenge, obviously very inexperienced in all three formats, and still trying to pursue the red ball and white ball equally and all of that. But it's been an unbelievable few months for me, so yeah, it's been amazing.
I know you played a couple of years in the 50-over competition before this season, and you had a good 50-over competition last year, but are even you amazed at just how quickly events have gone this year?
Definitely. I think when I came over to Hampshire, obviously my goal was to play international cricket at some stage, but the start of this last season my goal was to play a few Champo games and try break into the T20 side, to then break into the side and, as you say, 70 days later receive a call up for England. I actually don't know how to explain it and put it to words, but it has been ridiculously quick, and I don't think many people can experience how quick that happens. And I think it's almost been to my benefit that it's happened so quickly. I haven't been able to really come to terms with it during the season, so I've just been going from game to game, and probably helped my performances. Wasn't too stressed during games, particularly like during the 100 or those type of things. So I think during the season it was good. Obviously struggled a bit with how much has happened come the end of the season, but yeah, it's been ridiculous really.
So that small window of disappointment when you got injured, but I mean, since then it's been announced you've got your development contract with England. Now you're going with this Lions group to the UAE, so things are on that back upward curve.
Yes, yeah, everything's back up and looking positive. But yeah, even the injury, I suppose, if you offered me that injury but been selected 2 days before at the start of the season, I would have grabbed that with both hands. So obviously the injury is now behind me, and just looking forward to some time in the sun with the England Lions and in the UAE, which will be exciting.
What are you looking to get out of those 3 weeks or so, 2.5 weeks?
I think it's a primarily red ball focused training camp, which for me is quite important. I just haven't played much red ball cricket, but I think just having conversations with the coaching staff, being around the group, seeing how everyone else trains, how they go about their business, then kind of just picking the minds of the more experienced players. As I say, I'm very inexperienced when it comes to red ball cricket, but actually cricket in general. So I think just trying to learn as much as I can, take as much on board as I can, and come back to Hampshire a better bowler and a bit more skillful and more experienced, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm sure you're used to having Hampshire telling you what to do, but now with the development contract, of course, England can now have a say in that as well. So you might be having directions from everywhere now.
Yeah, I think the development contract gives the ECB a bit of a say over one or two things, but by the sounds of it, it's very much a partnership between Hampshire and England, and not just one telling the other what to do. So I think it should work really well, how it's been described to me and put forward to me, so I'm looking forward to that, and obviously taking on board everything I can from both Hampshire and England.
And of course, we mustn't forget, as off the field, you're still at Exeter Uni, because part of your deal coming over here, wasn't it, was to complete a 3-year course at Exeter. This is your 3rd year. How are you going to fit everything in?
Yeah, so I've just started my 3rd year at uni. So far it's been really good, and as you say, that was part of the deal coming over to the UK, was I was going to get a economics degree and all of that, and it's worked really well up until now, but obviously things have taken off a bit now, so trying to get the balance right. Exeter are really helpful and really good with me. They give me the time that I need and some extensions here and there if I need them, and all the support I've got there is really great. So far it's worked well. I'm taking it day by day to see how it will work while I'm away, but I think it will work, and I will make it work at the end of the day.
Are you going to be doing some uni work out in the UAE?
I think I will be. I think I'll be doing it by the pool though, hopefully. So I won't be stuck inside in the library in the cold and dark, but unfortunately I will be writing 1 or 2 essays and a few assignments.
You've got a really busy few months coming up. I mean, off-season, most of the cricketers are relaxing. They may get the odd gig here and there, but you've got work, you've got England, and then, of course, I mean, next summer is going to be huge for you, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously busy winter, but nothing I wouldn't want. And then obviously next summer is going to be massive, just to try and keep on improving and keep on the upward trajectory. Not try to get ahead of myself or anything like that, just be like level-headed and enjoy it as I have been, but obviously try and improve and try and help Hampshire get one step further than we did last year in as many competitions as possible.